The truth is, people don't trust resellers, and that's why the whole sneaker reselling game is falling apart. You guys have taken the culture out of the community, honestly. You guys have turned this whole thing into a casino, a stock market, a little game that you have played over and over again, and honestly, people are tired of it. Many people feel cheated when they pay resale for a sneaker because they feel like they're paying for something that shouldn't have been that hard to get in the first place. Questions commonly asked after paying resale for a sneaker: why am I paying triple the price for something that cost $57 to make? I mean, look at the whole Dior situation, guys. They were caught selling $57 products for 10 times the original price and calling it luxury. And then you also have to wonder, when you buy these sneakers, are they even legit? Because so many apps get it wrong. They can't even authenticate the sneakers. There's so much distrust in the game nowadays, and that's why things are not the same. See, the biggest part about selling something is making sure your customer feels valued. But when there's no trust, there's no value, and therefore there's no money to be made. When you cheat people and scam them, they don't feel valued, they don't trust you, and then they feel like they don't want to spend their money with you anymore. Let's figure out why this is the case. One of the main reasons why sneaker reselling is falling apart and is in shambles is the fact that reps have gotten too good. Rep sneakers are almost 1-for-1 nowadays, dog. Let's imagine this. You plan on buying a sneaker off of StockX, right? You get that bad boy in the mail, you take it to a sneaker legit checker in your local community, and it turns out the kicks are fake, bro. They look 1-to-1 when you look at them with your naked eye, but there are so many subtle details in the sneaker that most people may not be able to catch them. And that's the thing nowadays, guys. Reps have gotten so good. And reps aren't the problem. It's the people that want to make a quick buck by selling reps as real sneakers and fooling people. That's the biggest problem in the game nowadays, guys. Oftentimes, the companies don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to legit check sneakers. They're authenticating things so many times. They're getting it wrong. It's getting to the point now where people have sneakers that they thought were legit. They're forced to hold on to them when they figure out they're fake. And it's like, dang, I spent thousands of dollars on a sneaker. Should I now throw it in the garbage because it's been deemed to be fake? Or should I just hold on to it, wear it, and live my life? Because now people are forced to be put in this like paradigm of like, should I wear something that looks real but is considered fake? Or should I just throw it out and keep my quote unquote integrity for people that don't even know? Honestly, at the end of the day, people wear things for fashion purposes. And when people feel deceived over and over and over again, they're going to go to the source of the problem. They're not going to keep paying triple the price for $1 sneaker, bro. They're not going to do that. They're actually going to go ahead and start buying reps themselves. So that's why a lot of people don't want to support reselling more. Honestly, it's the distrust. When the companies can't legit check sneakers and nobody's stepping in to help, it makes us feel like we're on an island all by ourselves. I constantly see videos on TikTok and Instagram of people trying to sell their old kicks just to find out they're fake, bro. That is a terrible situation to be in. There's this new notion in the retail community called retail or bust. People are going to either pay retail for a sneaker or they won't get the thing at all. And now there's a large group of people that have just decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and circumnavigate the whole retail process and just go straight to the rep seller for a variety of reasons. One of them being the fact that resellers cheat all the time. Not only do they cheat by reselling reps as the real thing, they also cheat to get the authentic sneakers. Backdooring and scalping are huge problems in the sneaker retail game. If you want to know more about that, go ahead and check out some of the other videos on my channel. Basically, it goes down to this. Scalping is when a bunch of resellers use bots to buy up all the sneakers. What this does, it creates artificial value and scarcity for a product, therefore lowering the supply and increasing the demand. This has backfired against the resellers though, because they have become the only people buying certain sneakers. They have become their general audience, and now resellers are just selling sneakers to other resellers. There's no growth in that economy at the end of the day because, you know what, resellers don't really like the sneakers that they buy half the time. They're just trying to make a quick buck. Wealth and status should not be determining factors in who gets a sneaker. Honestly, at the end of the day, the confidence in buying a sneaker has dissipated because this thing has become more akin to a casino, a gamble. Nobody likes playing a game when they want to go and buy something. Imagine if you go to Walmart and you just want to get some water, a loaf of bread, and they're like, hey, you just got to play the Wheel of Fortune. Let's play Texas Hold'em before you can get the dang on bread. You are just going to be like, you know what? Let me go on a keto diet. And that's what people have been doing in the community, bro. They've been going on a keto diet and getting that muscle up. I understand. Sneakerheads like to feel like they get things that are exclusive, but most people don't want to compete to get things that they want. And this digital era has made it so much harder just to be an average sneaker consumer because everyone feels like they can be a sneaker reseller. Look at things like StockX, right? They're faceless, soulless, corrupted apps that have no connection to the community. Let's just be real. There is no sense of identity when it comes to selling sneakers on these apps, guys. All you need to do is just send in some photos of the sneaker to the company, and that's it. They don't show you pictures of the sneaker that you're buying, generate this image of a sneaker, and you're just expected to go with that, bro. There are no names, there's no conversations going on. It's just bidding, 24/7 stock market bidding, bro. It's like watching stocks on Robinhood. It is not that interesting. And like I said earlier, when people go on these apps and they buy sneakers, they feel like they're supporting values that they don't inherently believe in. It is not good. The sneaker game has become akin to a casino, and most y'all just don't like to gamble. You are not Rain Man. You are not equipped for this life, boy. And you know what's ironic? The companies don't even like resellers. Yes, companies like Nike do not like resellers. Now, let me explain it like this, bro. When it comes to resellers and companies, they have a parasympathetic relationship. I know you didn't pay attention in biology class when you were in high school, so let me break it down like this. There is a mutually beneficial relationship between both of these companies, right? When resellers win, the retail companies win. But when the resellers lose, the retail companies also lose, guys. Why is this? When sneakers go under retail on the reselling apps like StockX, like Go, it makes the retail price of a sneaker look even worse because now I am competing with you if I'm a retail seller, right? The $200 sneaker doesn't look as appealing when it's selling for $170 on your app. So what do I have to do now? I have to cut my prices lower and lower. They eventually sit at the outlets. This is not good. When the resale market is failing, the retail market is failing. So guess what? Nike and other companies have stepped in and they said, you know what? We're going to get a hold of this retail market right now. What they've done is they limited the number of purchases you can make on certain apps to stop resellers from going in and scalping and botting and getting everything that they want. On top of that, they've also cracked down on reps. Rep sneakers are a big problem when it comes to resale. Why? I talked about earlier, the distrust. People don't know what they're getting, so they crack down on the sellers who are knowingly selling reps or failing to authenticate their sneakers. At the end of the day, companies want to protect the integrity of their brand. Resellers are either going to hurt or hinder this goal. There's no in between. And have you seen a theme for 2025? It seems as if every retro sneaker is re-releasing once again, and they're releasing more pairs of sneakers. Why? Because they want to make sure they get the sneakers into your hands. Because if you, the consumer, are happy, you're going to go ahead and keep buying sneakers for retail, putting money in the pockets of the companies, guys. Understand this. The companies don't really care how the resale market does. I mean, if it goes well, it helps them out. But it doesn't matter if the resellers are making money like that because at the end of the day, the companies don't really make direct money from a reseller profiting off the sale of their original products. It's not really that beneficial to them at the end of the day. Have you seen the companies have also started to sell used sneakers too? They're trying to tap into every single market that they can because they notice that people are fleeing. 2024 has not been that great of a year for the companies because people are realizing like, bro, sneakers are cool, but they are not that important, bro. They aren't. They're here for fashion purposes. That's it. There's so many sneakers out there nowadays to the point where if you have holes in your wardrobe that you want to fulfill, you don't have to get expensive sneakers in order to fill those holes, bro. It doesn't work like that anymore, dog. New Balance is cool. Asics is cool. Reeboks is cool. I even think Skechers are about to make their come up, bro. It doesn't have to be checks and stripes anymore. So what can the resellers do to recover? Absolutely nothing. I'm kidding. What you guys honestly need to do is grow a heart like the Grinch. That's what you need to do. That tiny little thing beating in your chest needs to get bigger and bigger. And what you need to feel is this thing called empathy and compassion. Stop ripping off people. Stop scalping. Stop botting. Stop doing all these broken things. And just allow people to enjoy kicks. And this goes for the small percentage of resellers that make the whole game look bad. I know not every reseller is out there doing these corrupt practices. There are actually especially some of y'all that are doing good. You're fixing up used sneakers and reselling them back to the community. That is very beneficial. You're recycling sneakers. You're also forging connections with people and not being some faceless entity on the internet. You're actually going out there and making connections with the community. Those are the tactics that resellers need to do if they wish to survive in this new digital era. But if you want to be a faceless fool who's just using bots to buy up all the sneakers, you will go extinct quicker than a dodo bird. And you are a dodo bird.